The feed you are about to listen to is classified. The location, unknown. You are bound by law to protect the content you are about to apprehend and keep it confidential. Prepare yourselves as you're about to experience the MercGoat conspiracy.
Thank you. This is the MercGoat conspiracy.
Take it away, Mark!
The only podcast that starts with a really horribly improvised drum roll.
All the drum rolls.
Today we start with really tragic news. Playboy is no longer going to be posting nudes on their magazines as of March.
Woo!
I know everyone wants to cry about this. Not that anyone masturbates to Playboy anymore because there's way more hardcore shit on the internet. But it is a true story. They're trying to appeal to a wider audience. How do you feel about this?
I have food in my mouth. Also, I think that the articles in Playboy are what I'm actually going to miss more.
No, they just stopped selling nudes, or they just stopped selling all together?
Oh, no. Well, you see, they're just not putting nudes in, but that just means nobody's going to buy the magazine, and it's going to go out of business. That's why I'm, just jumping from A to B to C.
He's predicting the future.
Yeah, exactly.
The articles are great. If you actually read them, there was a great James Bond article like 5-10 years ago. That was really good. They've had some cool car reviews. Great articles. And although it was nudity, it wasn't tasteless nudity like Penthouse, like 8 fucking black dongs beating up one girl. Like, that's Penthouse.
That's my favorite kind, though.
This one was tasteful nudity. It was sexy women and obviously sexual poses, but it wasn't derogatory, maybe? Or what's the word I'm looking for?
It wasn't as
Degrading.
or, like,
It's more
gross.
classy.
It was definitely porn, but it wasn't tasteless. How about that?
Yeah, it wasn't tasteless. That's a good way of putting it.
Much like Suicide Girls. Everyone likes Suicide Girls.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot more to Suicide Girls than naked tattoo chicks, although that is fantastic.
I mean, I don't like Suicide Girls.
Why
But
not?
because I don't like the books where they all have those fake tattoos with, like, the stupid algebra, like, equations on their arms and stuff. I think they're so dumb.
I just like hot tattooed pierced chicks, so.
And they cater to, like, the plus-size women, like most places won't.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the stupid, like, fake nerd ones. Those are annoying.
Well, you're always going to have fake something no matter what you have.
I guess.
I have
yeah.
one tattoo and my nose is pierced. I don't want to be a Suicide Girl. No, go fuck yourself.
Actually, do you remember Lindsay that used to live up here before she went out to Florida?
I do.
Yeah.
She apparently was
never
going
met
to
her.
try out to be a Suicide Girl.
No.
Yeah.
No.
About 2 tattoos, maybe 3,
2 tattoos, a piercing, and a shitload of stretch marks.
and glasses.
Glasses aren't. Actually, glasses are a good thing.
A lot of Suicide Girls have glasses, actually. But
They were on an episode of CSI New York.
Really?
Yep.
Get back in there, you damn mummy. Sorry. Mummy's
So
trying to
Herbie's
cough
trying
again.
to close the mummy back into his refrigerator. John has already eaten 8 bags of chips today.
I might have 8 bags of diarrhea coming out soon.
Oh! I love diarrhea bags.
Maddie is still pretending to be a cat and rolling her eyes at the diarrhea bag's thought.
yeah, I'm trying to eat rice. That's about it.
That's the best time to talk about diarrhea bags.
Yeah.
Well, it's good because, rice doesn't come out with diarrhea. Like, you ever notice that? Like, when you eat rice, you don't come out. It's not like corn.
It settles your stomach.
It
Right?
settles
Settles your
That's
stomach.
because rice settles your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, back to the topic of Playboy. I've never physically held a porn mag in my hands, so I know nothing about Playboy or any of these really.
You ever been to their website?
I only know about Suicide Girls because I've seen their books, which I didn't really count as magazines.
Supposedly, Playboy's website stopped posting nudes like a year ago.
Okay.
They haven't even been posting them on the website.
Really?
But if they're not posting them on the website, they should be more in demand on print.
Well,
Maybe that was the point.
Well, it was a year ago, so obviously if it was, they
so
probably wouldn't
I
be
guess
doing
it didn't work.
So it's basically going to be Maxim Magazine.
I'm just saying that more than likely what happened was there's people, nerds, that have scanners and scan them.
Wait, do you count as a nerd for having a scanner?
No. I'm just saying that. Well, maybe I just made it sound that way.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you-
Excellent. I fail at talking today.
Well,
You made it sound like you're a nerd if you have a scanner.
I think I'm definitely going to try to get the last episode with nudity and have it sealed just as a collector's item.
Oh, yeah. That would be freaking amazing.
Granted, I'll never have the first because it's worth a shit ton. It has Marilyn Monroe in it. First
Really?
episode from the 50s is worth thousands.
Thousands?
Thousands.
I might actually have that one.
From the 50s?
Uh-huh.
Marilyn Monroe? Yeah, that's worth a shitload of money.
That's first
They made
episode.
2 reprints of it, though. And it's very hard to tell the difference between the repros.
It might be repro, though.
So,
I got a stack of, like, vintage Playboys from my buddy Ed. And he didn't have anything to do with them anymore. And he's like, hey, you want these? I was originally going to give them to Chad. But I've had them in my house for 2.5 years now. So I think I'm just going to sit on them and see if any more.
there are some magazines worth money. Not all of them,
Mhm.
but there's a handful. The first episode is obviously worth thousands.
Mm-hmm.
Conditions, everything. You know, if you have sticky pages.
Well, he's a librarian, so I'm assuming that they're pristine.
Yeah, the sticky pages ones, they're not worth much.
Yes, I see that this one has 2 or 5 or 9 pages stuck together.
That's the other thing, is I'm assuming Playboy masturbators are much more classy than ones that masturbate to Penthouse.
Yeah,
So I'm sure
it's gonna
Playboy
direct
is
away
much
from
less
the.
sticky.
Usually.
It's
Well-
gonna direct away from the magazine.
Yeah,
Yeah, Penthouse, you're just trying to get it on the mag so it looks cooler the next time, apparently.
yeah.
So you're taking those guys and mine at the same time. Ha ha ha.
So
So
9
she-
cups.
Let's make it 9 cuts.
Yeah, so
instead
she
of
looks
8.
like she's covered in even more cum for next time.
Exactly.
Oh my God. All I can think of is the episode of The Simpsons where Marge cuts out all the naked women of the Playboys, and Homer said he wanted to read the articles, so he throws them out, and Bart finds them, and he starts reading Playboy, thinking this is what it's all about, and him and Milhouse start acting like, you know, Playboy millionaire ritzy types, not realizing what Playboys really are because there's no naked women in them.
Interesting.
It's one of the best episodes of The Simpsons. It's back when they were still funny.
Well, there's on like season 30 something, right?
South Park's
Are
on
they
20.
ending it?
They haven't dropped off at all.
Well, no, South Park is way different. South Park is a way higher class.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well,
but
What?
I'm
higher
saying
quality,
that
maybe.
quality. No, I'm saying that content. Content is what I was looking for. I like that they sit there and they make fun of all the shit, like we said in our last episode. So, you know, more power to those guys.
New season started. It's fantastic. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
There wasn't a new one last week, but there should be one this week because
Yeah,
they
we
have like
talked
a
about
break
it last
every couple
podcast.
episodes.
Mm-hmm. So, I believe that's Playboy in a nutshell, how they're going out of business.
So you guys ready for Christmas?
I love Christmas!
I want Halloween fruit.
I want Christmas.
Well,
You know-
Halloween's awesome
I'm working
too.
Christmas.
We're gonna have so much fun on Halloween to say.
I saw a meme. You know it's Christmas. You know Halloween's coming when Christmas stuff's at Walmart.
Exactly.
There already is Christmas shit at CVS.
It's
You know what the
coming.
fucked up thing is? I remember this trip to Walmart where I was with my friend Nico and his then fiance Ari, and all it was like this huge argument fest about Christmas trees.
That sounds horrible.
I imagine why that she was his
tell.
then girlfriend.
Well, yeah, she actually up and disappeared one day, and he was at a LARP. When he came back, all of her shit was gone, basically.
Now, is that what he told the police?
No, actually, I've talked to her afterwards, so she's not dead.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I love Nico, but he could kill a bitch.
I've thought about it. Just for fun, really, not so much for anything else.
Well, I thought about killing one of my exes once.
No, I was thinking about murder for murder. That's it.
Okay, well, you know, everybody's got their own thing. You're a little bit more edgy than I am.
I want to kill my former stepmom through days of torture.
I thought you mean weeks.
Maybe weeks.
I want to kill people that talk shit up behind my back and try to turn my friends against me. But we all want to kill people.
But other than murder, well, is there any murder in what you're talking about?
Well, The Hateful Eight is coming out on Christmas. Tarantino's new movie. So there's going to be tons of murder in it. It's a Tarantino flick. It's going to be lots of gratuitous violence and blood.
And feet.
And feet. Because
Mhm.
Tarantino is a foot fetish Nazi.
Yes, he
Really?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a wicked fetish.
There's
for
a
feet.
little hint of feet Like in Death Proof, the whole starting thing is a girl's foot on a dashboard. Or in Django, because you never fucking saw it, they pan at his girlfriend's feet for quite a long time in a flashback scene. So there's always something to do with feet in one of his movies.
Yeah, like in the scene with Death Proof, one of the chicks had her bare feet hanging out of the car window, and this dude just walks by and he starts like trying to lick it.
Yep.
Like a total weirdo.
Is that Tarantino's cameo?
No, he's a bartender. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was the bad guy.
No, that was Russell Crowe. Not Russell Crowe.
I thought it was the bad guy.
The actor, not Russell Crowe.
Oh, I don't know.
The fuck is his name? I always confuse him with Russell Crowe, but
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Matt Damon.
I don't think it's Matt Damon.
No, Matt Damon is trapped on Mars.
And he's also in a homoerotic relationship with Ben
What's the guy
Affleck.
from 300?
it's not the guy from 300.
I don't know his name, but anyways, yeah. They had a really creepy dude try to lick a girl's foot.
Well, speaking of Tarantino movies, beyond the feet, beyond the violence, he's making 2 different cuts of his new movie. One is going to be 6 minutes shorter. It's going to be the digital version.
Okay.
And then you're going to have one that has real film, 70mm. Going to be 6 minutes longer with an overture and a
Intermission.
intermission.
Intermission. So I can go take a shit in between the movies.
Yes.
How
You
do
get
you
a
know
sandwich.
which one you're watching?
Pretty much you're going to know because no one in this area has, I think, anything but digital.
Yeah, well,
You got to go to like a festival probably to see the film. I'm sure they'll release it on DVD down the road.
maybe cable car.
Oh yeah, probably Cable Car will have it.
Regardless, I will definitely be seeing that movie on Christmas.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all join me.
Well, I don't know. You're a weird dude, so
I am a weird dude. That's why you let me in your house.
and that's kind of the point. So yeah, sure, I'll go with you.
Why are you dancing?
Well, you see, when we originally started to film this, you told me to dance, so I'm still dancing because I'm a dancing machine.
So John's masturbating, Herbie's dancing,
You know what?
Meow.
Maddie is pawing like a kitty.
Yeah, you're
Fine.
gonna cuddle up against me now.
Meow.
I have some really weird podcast teammates here.
Good.
So
Well,
also,
that is what makes a good podcast.
also in the movies, Richard Gere became homeless for a day.
For a day.
Not homo, homeless.
Homeless.
Well, he's always been homo.
He wasn't sucking dick. He was sitting on
You
the
don't know.
ground.
They do a lot for money.
So he pretended to be homeless for a day. No one recognized him. I think he had one old lady help him out, but most people just ignored him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's obviously studying to do this for a new role. Apparently as a homeless guy, I would assume.
Well, yeah, I would assume that homeless is homeless. Got it.
And then after he was homeless, he became Oprah, and he found all the homeless people, and he gave them $100 each. And had conversations with them.
Yay!
I like that he did that because I feel like more wealthy people need to come down to reality and find out what it's like to be.
He's only pushing 70
Yeah.
right now.
Richard Gere?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Wow. I didn't know he was that old.
I don't know his exact age, but I know he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Not a bad actor. Does a lot of romantic movies, unfortunately, though.
Hey, Em and Julia Roberts were a thing. Well, I don't know if they were actually a thing.
I don't think they were actually a thing, honey.
In his mind, they were.
Yeah.
I can see.
So while you're at the concert, did you see any homeless people hanging out?
You know, I did not see any homeless people hanging out. I saw a lot of scalpers, you know.
Some of them are homeless.
Some scalpers look homeless.
Yeah, there was a guy who was selling half-price T-shirts, you know, outside the venue.
Oh, the rip-offs.
Yeah.
There's always one of those. Races, concerts, it don't matter. There's always one of
A
them.
bunch of people come up to me, it's like, you got tickets? Like, yeah, I already bought my tickets, buddy. Oh, okay.
Scalpers are relentless, especially at the races.
Yeah. I just don't get it. Like, you're gonna go and buy a ticket online and then sell it for like $20 more to make a $20 profit.
But you do that times 30, you've made something.
But most of them don't have 30. Depends on where you go.
I've seen so many scalpers at races, and I've always tried to figure out their profit margins. I know they usually buy, a $100 ticket for $10, and they can still sell it below face value and make a lot of money.
They can make profit on themselves.
Yeah. I think some of them do make a lot of money, and like I said, there's a ton of them I see every year at the racetrack. If they're not making money, they wouldn't be there every year.
Yeah.
That's true.
So they got to be making something.
But while I was there, we had 4 bands playing. It was Five Finger Death Punch and Papa Roach mainly touring. It was their show. They're the headliners. Then you had In This Moment and a band called From Ashes to New.
That's a terrible, terrible name.
Well, it's more metal sounding-ish.
Sounding-ish?
Yeah.
Sounds like a 70s, like, pop synth band.
Well, if you want to really know what they sound like, just picture Linkin Park going into a full metal genre rather than, somewhat hard rock.
So instead of mentally retarded rock, they're doing full-out rock.
They're doing full-out metal.
So they're not bashing their heads against the window anymore. They're actually playing their instruments.
Yes. That's what this band sounds like. And then you had In This Moment play after them. And I know some of you guys here don't care for Maria Brink or her band.
Ew.
The only people that like them are females and guys that are really, really lonely.
Hey,
But
You're not really, really lonely.
no, I'm not really, really lonely, but I don't know who they are, so it's fine.
You would not like In This Moment, I can guarantee it.
She sounds like she smokes a pack a day when she sings.
Yeah.
well, I found it weird because when she was singing, she did put on more of a voice than she does normally. Like she sounded like more of like a kind of like a show. Like she was putting on a show. She had costume changes for every song. And when she put on the show, you were definitely watching her.
She had
You
a
weren't
costume
wandering.
change for every song.
Every song she changed her outfit.
I would like to have been backstage.
Well, she did it on the stage. She had like this little hut set up that she could just like walk in and out of.
A hut?
Yeah.
That seems like a waste of time, though, if you're playing a 90-minute set.
Well, they weren't one of the openers. They only played like 6 songs.
They could have played 8 if she wasn't changing costumes.
That's what I was saying, but it's each their own. But she kind of like this more like regal voice while speaking and singing. And, like I think it's just part of the act that she's doing because she also has this bit now where people in the audience will dress up, and it's called like Be the Show. So she gets the people involved into it. But I only saw like 3 people really dressed up for it.
My ex was really into them.
My ex is really into them, too.
Then we had Papa Roach.
I think he wishes that he was actually into her. But
I mean, I do too. I just don't listen to them thinking that. Like, half these guys are thinking that the whole time. Like,
oh, yeah, because...
Like, is she attractive and she came to my house? I mean, yeah, I'd sleep with her.
There were some.
I'm not going to listen to her
us.
music hoping that I get to sleep with her either.
Yeah.
There were some guys behind us who were like, "Show us your tits." It's like, really, buddy? Come on, have some type of decency here.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I think he forgot this wasn't Reddit.
yeah. Oh, speaking of weird things, now, say you went blind.
I went blind.
Would you still go to a concert?
Oh, I totally would.
That's,
You would.
Oh my
that's
God.
an easy answer, yeah.
You still would go to a concert even though you're blind?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, now I'm up on the. Have you ever been to the Mohegan Sun Arena at all?
No.
Okay,
I know
well I'm on
almost
like the
them,
second.
Oh, I
Like the
wouldn't
top
go
area.
onto, like, the balcony
I'm on the balcony,
or anything.
and the guys behind me, because I guess they switched seats to someone else, they were fucking blind. And one of them was death growling like every fucking song, and I was ready to throw this guy over the balcony. I don't care if you're blind or
Death
not. Stop being
growling
fucking rude.
In This Moment songs?
Well, they didn't show up till about Papa Roach, so halfway through, like, just
She's like, "Gotta go away with murder."
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, turn my heart home, burn. It's like, buddy, I don't care if you're fucking blind or not. I'm gonna throw you the fuck over this balcony. You'll never see it coming.
Exactly. You will
Wow.
never see it coming.
And I'm just like, I'm gonna, like, me and Leah's like, I'm gonna hit this guy. She's like, don't. It's like, why?
So you were in seats?
We were in seats, yeah. We didn't go in the pit.
There was a pit too, though?
There was a pit, and the pit was pretty big. Papa Roach actually did a wall of death, which Leah's never seen before. And I was surprised Papa Roach did the wall of death out of all the bands that played.
So, what the fuck is a wall of death?
It's people running at each other.
Basically, you've seen a mosh pit, right?
Yeah, I know what a mosh pit is. I'm not
Into a
that
wall.
though.
Split the mosh pit in half from one side of the room to the other, and then basically when the singer says go, or the certain cue starts, everyone runs at each other and just moshes.
What the fuck?
It looks as painful as it sounds, yes.
Yeah.
I have taken part in a Polka Dot Cadabra Wall of Death, which was followed up 2 songs later by a slow motion Wall of Death.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
the
that
guy,
was awesome.
Jacoby, the lead singer, he was saying it's like, alright, I want all the fucking wall of jets right here, okay? And on the left, go over here, on the right, over here. And if someone falls down, you pick them up, and you knock them the fuck back down. And just listen to this guy speak and whatnot. He's a very likable guy. Like, he's like somebody you can just, like, hang out with. Like, he's very personal.
He's got a very good persona.
Yeah. And then Five Finger Death Punch came on last. And then there was this one fan. The fan that's more entertaining than the band itself.
Tell me of this fad.
Well, like I said, we're on the upper level. And some guys at, like, the part where the upper level stops and it's just a drop. He's right there at that bar. And he's over the bar. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a midget on the bottom hanging onto his feet so he didn't fall over the bar. Because that's how...
Oh my god.
He was taking his shirt, whipping around his head, taking his hat off, like, yeah! Oh, like, pointing to the sky. Like he's watching... You ever see those, like, really religious shows where people doing backflips?
Yeah.
You know, that was this guy. At
Holy
the concert.
shit.
All I can think of is a scene in Blues Brothers at the church with James Brown.
Pretty much. That's
There you go.
That's him.
There you go.
At the Five Finger Death Punch, like, he's witnessing God in this moment, like, And Ivan, he's a pretty funny guy. They did a lot of, like, they did this one part where they're just playing, like, random songs, and they did Crazy Train, they did another song, but with Crazy Train, he starts singing it, and then the guitarist, you know, he's sitting there, he's going. The other guitarist...
They only do, like, the intros, right?
They do the intros.
Yeah, I remember that when I saw that.
And they do a little into it, and the people sing with them. But when the guy comes up right behind Ivan, takes his microphone out, and just keeps walking away, and I was like, the fuck? The whole mosh pit's still singing in the crowd. At one point, the drummer just stopped playing it, and then Ivan's still singing. He's like, everybody say, fuck you, Jeremy. Fuck you, Jeremy! But he's a funny guy. Yeah,
I remember seeing him live.
He was saying, they never play Far From Home. I've never seen him play Far From Home, and that disappoints me, because it's one of my favorite songs.
Probably would slow down the night.
I mean, he, like, quotes it, like, at the end or so, but...
It's not the same.
I think they like to keep the show, like, consistently heavy.
Yeah. But...
Because, like, Polka Dot, for example, when you see them live with a heavier band, they usually have a very straightforward, heavy set.
Yeah.
But when they're headlining, they play all the slower, weird shit.
I don't know. When they headlined with that one band, Beebs and their Moneymakers, they played straight heavy the whole night.
That was a very heavy set.
Yeah.
I got to sing part of that set. That was fun. Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
That made my night.
And, you know, a big thing, too, was, you know, people are singing along with them. They always have the crowd sing with them. And he was saying, it's like, okay, we have a new CD. How many people here know that? Everyone cheers. Now, how many people bought the CD? 80% of the people cheer. Now, how many people download the CD? The other 20% cheered. You're like, yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, guys, it's like $12 fucking. I have $12 on me right now. He's searching his pocket.
That's great.
It's like, it's just one of those things.
Well, I like to buy new CDs, and my favorite band just released a new CD. I think I did pay $12 for it. Dog Fashion Disco released Ad Nauseum, the follow-up album to Sweet Nothings from last year.
Oh, I love Ad Nauseum. It's awesome.
I still need to get it.
It's really good.
Might get it today.
It's 9 songs. I think that you can get it at Newberry.
Yeah?
Yeah. If you want to take a trip down, we got nothing going on for the next hour or two.
Where's there... Oh, right down the...
Oh, by Chick-fil-A. I mean, you got Chick-fil-A while we're there. But, yeah, that or Papa Gino's all you can eat. Sam, you don't have to, you know, keep our dinner plans in there. But
no, he can keep this on here.
Oh, actually, okay.
Well, let's let everyone know our plans after this.
Yes, we're all doing things.
It's not just this. We have lives.
So Ad Nauseum came
We're
out.
people too.
You haven't heard it yet, but I did play most of the album for you two.
Yes, I liked it.
Golden Mirage, you said it was probably your favorite song from them so far.
It was like a slow song?
It's literally like a swing ska dance song.
Okay.
With lots of
Let's say is it like Desert Grey, where it just kind of goes like Johnny Cash?
It's freaking beautiful.
It's very beautiful. It's kind of like an Ideaman song.
It is beautiful. I really love it.
And it goes into the heaviest song on the album, Covered in Blood.
Covered in blood.
Which Herbie's been singing all week.
God.
Now, I gotta say, with Desert Grey, when I have other people in the car, I got the song on my phone, they look at me like, oh, is this Johnny Cash?
My dad,
No.
the first time he heard it, goes, "What is this guy, Johnny Cash impersonator?" I go, "No, it's just Todd."
No, it's in Johnny Cash. It's like, really? Yeah.
He's definitely embodied the body of Johnny Cash before, especially on some of the El Creepo songs.
Yeah.
He does a good job of it.
But I don't think Johnny Cash has been that dark in his songs, though. Has Johnny Cash ever thought about, like, building somebody a grave?
Yeah, to some degree. He shot a man in Reno just to watch him die, I think.
I know he had a son named Sue.
Boy named Sue?
Yeah, well, he was the father. Wasn't he the father in the song?
No, he's looking for his father in the song.
Yes.
And he finds him at the end. And he was going to kill him, but he didn't.
They got no bar fight instead.
Yes. And then they were okay with each other. Great song, though.
That's how it always is. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just me. But whenever I've gotten to a physical altercation with another male, afterwards we become friends.
That actually
with
happens a lot.
People, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, I guess after you beat the living shit out of each other, you kind of gain that respect for each other. It's like, you can hold your own.
Look at all the UFC fighters that beat the shit out of each other, and they're hugging each other after, and holding hands before they find out who the winner is.
All right, I think I won. No, you won.
Clutch also came out with a new CD. It's pretty good. I've only heard a few songs. I need to grab it still, so maybe I'll buy something at Newberry today too.
Well, I'll buy something at Newberry.
I'll buy a life.
You'll buy a life.
I'll buy a life.
So while we're at Newberry, Herbie, you stopped dancing. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got something from Chad, and it's not the clap, so it's good.
That's always a good thing. What if it was the clap, though? How would you feel?
Then me and Chad would just have to not be friends.
Oh.
So it'd be sad, but it's
What if
the
it's like a
fucking
toilet
clap.
seat transfer?
You shouldn't give the clap to friends.
Well, the nice thing going to Newberry is you can get physical copies.
Oh yes.
I love physical copies of things. However, Ubisoft doesn't see it that way.
Well, if I start this off, will you finish me, honey?
Yes, I will finish you.
Excellent.
That's
So-
the most fucked up thing on the podcast today.
Is it?
Podcast is young. So,
Hold your vomit until after the podcast.
exactly. So,
Hold your load till after the podcast.
Ubisoft is the producer of Heroes of Might and Magic, the whole freaking series. It is one of my favorite series. I've been playing Heroes since it was Wii and 1. But they're up to 7 now. And something happened with 7. The collector's edition that people pre-ordered. In America, it was originally supposed to be... Well, it's supposed to be the physical copy, but something happened and...
Oh, so, yeah.
Oh, she's finishing them.
They thought...
She's finishing them hard.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah!
So, Ubisoft was being a total dick and didn't tell anyone in North America that they weren't getting a physical copy of the CD.
Womp womp.
So, a lot of kids got this digital code thingy in the mail instead of, the collector's edition disc that they wanted.
Yeah, well, they got the collector's edition swag, but no disc.
But no disc. And the pretty box, I'm sure, was not very pretty. So, they were very
It was
upset,
white and
and they
boring.
made a Reddit. There was a big Reddit thread about it in the gaming forums.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Well,
they decided. Well, after a week of bitching, Ubisoft finally said, "Oh, my bad, guys. Let me give you stuff for free." So they're letting them download another one of their games for free, and they gave them a full refund, which is good. But at first, Ubisoft was basically telling them to pound sand and, fuck you guys, who cares, it's good enough.
This is a company that has an online pass for every game they release, so
yeah.
no surprises there. But going back to physical copies, I love them. CD-wise, everything's been digitalized, even Magic cards these days.
Oh, fuck that.
Which Magic Online sucks, by the way.
I can kind of see why some people might not want to own every CD or DVD they watch. Video games is kind of a middle ground, but cards...
I want the physical card. I got 150,000 cards.
Yeah, see, I want every card I own. I don't understand the whole Magic Online thing. Unless you have no one to play with. Then, I don't see a reason for it.
Well, if you're sad and alone, then...
You should still collect them.
You can still collect them, but Magic Online, you can play with other people online, and I think that's the point.
But it costs money. The cards almost cost as much as the...
Actually, they do
Cardboard.
cost as much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they cost the same.
That's
which
fucking
really
ridiculous.
sucks. Yeah.
That's worse than freemium.
It is worse than premium because you're buying virtual stuff for the same price as it would be in real life. So yeah, it's pretty bad.
How hard is it to, like, I understand playing online, but you couldn't, like, digitalize a code or randomize a code that when you buy a physical copy, you could use those cards online? You know what I mean? They couldn't think of something?
I think it would be kind of cool if every card had like a barcode thing on it. Or like the square code things, and you could just like scan it into your phone or something, and
then you could
it'd
just
be
borrow
like,
a
oh,
friend's
you have this many of this card, like.
Well, you could just borrow a friend's card, but say you need code on a booster pack.
Oh yeah.
Instead of that throwaway fucking thing in the back that no one wants, put a fucking randomized code on there. You can have the physical copy while playing online.
See,
That would be
Wizards,
pretty cool.
do it.
We just came up with a fucking $1 million idea on this $2 podcast.
Hey,
It's a 50-cent
$3.
podcast.
hey, $3.50.
350.
I need about
Loch Ness Monster running this thing?
Well, you know,
Yes, the Loch Ness Monster.
no one sees our great and grand creator anymore, so maybe he is the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh.
Giant crustacean from the Paleolithic era. So what did Stan Lee say about physical copies?
They're like boobs. As much as they are to look online, it's always better to hold them in your hands.
Well, Stanley is a very wise man, so
I think he might be a wizard.
he could be a wizard, Harry.
But he's not a hairy wizard.
That would be weird. Another nice thing about physical copies, at least the CDs, lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, not every band does that though, which kind of sucks.
Well,
You know, like the ones where you get like written down by the lyrics, you know,
Yeah,
they just
in
took
their
out like a little
handwriting.
notebook they write in.
some bands you have the privilege of not understanding what they're saying, like the deathcore bands. You need the lyrics. Or you can just have interpretations because no one gives a fuck what you're saying, and the lyrics were probably written after you sang them.
Yeah, probably.
But for other bands, you understand 90% of it. It's just a line or two that confuses you, or you mishear, or you just want to hear something else.
My favorite is my favorite band, the Monkees. In Daydream Believer, instead of, you know, what was it?
And I saw her face.
Oh, and I saw her face, and I'm gonna leave her. No, actually, it's when I saw her face. Now I'm a believer.
And then Smash Mouth covered it and made it horrible.
Hey, I
Fucking
like
Smash
Shrek. I like Shrek, okay?
Has Smash Mouth done anything in the last 10 years but cover songs for Disney movies?
They came out with their own back when,
Obviously, they had Walking on the Sun.
no, after
Oh.
that, when they were on The Surreal Life, when the lead singer was on The Surreal Life, they made a music video, like Smash Mouth's original song.
Oh, you know what's fun? You see, singing while I'm dancing like this, it makes it like validated. Like instead of just like I feel like I'm tossing dice or tossing something or my meat. Like I think that singing makes it better.
Singing does make dancing better. I love singing. I
No
don't
singing
like
on the
dancing
podcast.
I don't
I'm
like
sorry.
dancing as much, but
So, do you have
You
a...
don't like Danzig as much? What's wrong with Danzig?
no, dancing.
Oh, it's coming by soon, too.
I love when they put him on Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Can make the blood go up the walls.
He annoys the robot.
Get him away from me.
Guy's
He
so
is
annoying.
crazy.
All he does is walk around without a shirt all day. So, do you have a song that you've misheard the lyrics for?
Mine goes back to the Pussycat Dolls. Because I also have that song, When I Want to Grow Up, redone by Mayday Parade, so it sounds a lot better. My Punk Goes Pop volumes. I think it's number 2. You know, it's the chorus, like, when I grow up, I want to be famous, I want to be a star, I want to be in movies. When I grow up, I want to see the world, I want to drive nice cars, and I want to have boobies. Is what
Yeah.
I say with
Yeah.
it. But they apparently say groupies.
Oh.
But I will always say boobies.
That's
I want to
understandable.
have boobies.
That's a totally understandable one.
Well,
Maddie?
if you're going to be a big celebrity, it helps if you have big boobs.
Big boobs help
It helps you get
99%
noticed
of the
more.
time. Unless you're an advocate for, like, small tits. You generally want big boobs.
Yeah. No.
So when I was like 3 or 4, I wasn't much of a talker when I was really little, and so like I just wasn't very good at figuring out words that people were saying in songs and stuff at all, because, I was really little. So, my mom used to listen to Michael Jackson all the time, and I can't quite remember what song it was, but I remember I thought that two of the lyrics said cookie and heart attack. And when I was trying to sing along with it one day, my mom heard me, and she thought that I was, the weirdest kid ever.
Well, I'm sure that you were a weird kid.
I was a weird kid.
You're a weird adult.
I like you as a weirdo, though. It's kind of one of your draws.
Thank you.
Stop floating on the podcast. You have time for after that.
Yeah.
Well, we got time for during, too.
But he
Jesus.
still hasn't finished his load.
This is me time.
Oh, I finished my load.
You still haven't taken your hand off his dick, which is just getting really weird.
Well, I'm dancing, so at least I know I'm not masturbating.
It started to turn purple,
Well,
It's not there.
Yeah, let it breathe. She's got a kung fu grip on that thing.
That's how I like it.
With my kung fu grip, I slap your bitch's tit.
I knew that was coming. So, mine is, I was downloading some 90s country to relive my childhood last night.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a country singer, Dwight Yoakam, who was my aunt's favorite. He has a song called 1,000 Miles to Nowhere. And he has a lot of twang in this, a lot more than his normal songs. Twang. And he says, echoes in my head. But he has, over the music and over the twang, I always heard it as a kid as pickles in my head. And that didn't strike me as weird as a kid. And I haven't heard the song in 10, 15 years, and I finally heard it last night. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this song. I heard it, and I heard echoes. I'm like, I used to think that was pickles, and it didn't even faze me. How fucked up is that? I obviously did not understand what I was listening to as a kid, or the meaning behind any of it.
Yeah, I actually found that out when I was watching old movies that I'd watched when I was a kid. I'm like, it means this? There's a greater meaning in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you love when you watch movies or TV shows over again and you get so much more out of it?
Mm-hmm.
It's very fulfilling in an odd way.
Yeah.
But another one is Meshuggah, kind of a hard band, but not very, very good. They have a song called Rational Gaze.
Hey, they're the heaviest band according to Sam.
They were the ones that started the gent movement, and there's a song, it almost sounds like it says, I like juice. And I always heard that, I'm like, I know that's not what he's saying, but I'll let it go.
That's what he's gonna say now.
So when we were watching the Shredded Wheat videos for that episode, we watched a bunch of lyrical interpretations after, and that ended up being one that I watched was someone interpreted it the same way I do. I like juice. And they did the whole song, so I started talking about vitamin C after, and it actually worked. It was really fucked up.
Interesting. So, it's time for the FMK. As I promised from last week, we are doing DC this week. And, just like last week, I have a special thing for the next.
Special?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So, we're going to go with DC. We're going to go, for Wonder Woman. Obvious pick. Supergirl. And we're going to go for
Do you not know
Batgirl.
I'm gonna say, do you not know 3 DC women?
I know a lot of DC women. I'm trying to remember if I can make the secondary part from the first part. But, alright, so Batgirl, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl.
Batgirl, Wonder Woman.
I say ladies first on this one.
Why did you pick such generic ones?
Well, I can go further into it next time. It's the only ones I actually found that actually had movies for them.
Why do we need to pick ones that have movies?
Because last time I did a two-parter. I gotta do it again.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Fine.
when you say Batgirl, are you talking about back when her legs were moving, or as she is now the Oracle?
Well, you can go either way.
Okay. So she can't run from me. All right.
Wow.
So, I think I'll marry Supergirl. I'll kill Batgirl, and
Oh, Joker almost did.
and I'll fuck Wonder Woman. I'm
Okay.
assuming Wonder Woman is awesome in bed.
Well, I would assume.
Have you seen her thighs?
Well, depends on which Wonder Woman you're talking about.
I'm talking about like the
Diana
classic
Pierce.
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And Supergirl would be awesome. I don't know what she looks like in the movies. I've only ever read the comics.
Well, there's two interpretations of her.
Okay.
There's the one from Smallville, which was Laura Vandervoort. And there's the new one for the new Supergirl series. And that one is Melissa Benoist or something like that.
I don't know either of those people, so I'm going with the comics one.
Okay.
And yeah, she'd be freaking awesome. She's Superman's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's dangerous because, you know, if you disappoint her, then you gotta deal with him.
Yeah, but Superman doesn't kill people.
What world are we talking about?
Well, normal Superman
Yeah.
doesn't kill people.
If it's Bizarro Superman, then I'm fucked.
How about you, Ginger?
Well, I don't really care for Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Okay.
Just, I mean, yeah, she's got that sexy redhead thing going on, but there's just nothing more, so I guess I'll kill her.
Oh.
Killing Batgirl.
Alright, that's 2 for Kill Batgirl.
I'd probably fuck Supergirl. Because I probably just don't want to deal with her bullshit. And then if I marry her, I'd probably have to deal with Power Girl. That's just like a whole clone situation you don't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I'll just marry, Princess Diana so I can become fucking king of a country.
Hell yeah.
Didn't think about that, huh?
No, I didn't. You're right.
Alright,
I'd rather marry her personality, honestly.
Mr. MercGoat.
So Wonder Woman's getting killed. So I'm gonna kill Wonder Woman because my ex used to wear her underwear,
Okay.
and she certainly was not
I
Wonder
guessed
Woman.
That.
What?
I actually guessed the underwear thing. I didn't know that was real or not.
Oh, that's a real thing. I mean, it looked good at the time, but it just brings back rough memories. So
Alright, so you
Wonder
killed Wonder
Woman's
Woman.
dead. Might help me.
You know, like a whole nation coming after you.
Whatever. I'll kill them all too. Supergirl, she seems unstable, but she seems like she's worth a fuck. And I've seen the most slutty Batgirl outfits last Halloween, so I'll marry the sluttiest. So yeah, bad
Alright.
decisions all around.
Alright, so I'm killing Supergirl. Mostly because, well, if I kill Supergirl, I can start off being a villain.
Well, if you
There you
kill
go.
anyone, we can start off being a villain.
Well,
They're all
specifically
heroes.
Supergirl, I mean, Lex Luthor would love the shit out of me. He'd be like, alright, how do you do that? And do it for Superman. But, you know.
No, you just catch her at the time of the month, and then from there, you just let her kill herself.
Oh. Wow. And moving on from that. Well,
Go chill.
we're going to fuck Batgirl. Because, you know, she is nice and wonderful and all that, but she's not related to the Greek gods like Wonder Woman is. And I'm going to marry her and hang out with my favorite gods in the Greco-Roman pantheon.
Good point. My ex ruined all that for me.
I'm so sorry. So, at least we all killed different people.
Well, most that we could.
Well, we have 4 people.
3 kills, 4 different.
Obviously,
people.
it's gonna.
It's gonna be at least 1 repeat.
Yeah.
Alright, so that leads to the splinter of this. And we're going to go Alicia Silverstone. She played Batgirl.
Yep.
Laura Vandervoort. She played Supergirl in Smallville, which was a 10-year running Superman type thing.
Never saw it.
And we're going to go with for Wonder Woman Gal Gadot, or however you say it. Gal
Oh, we're not gonna go with the old school one.
Well, we could go with Linda Carter, I believe it was, but we're gonna go with Gal Gadot. So
You're gonna go Gal Gadot.
hmm?
You're gonna go Gal Gadot.
Oh, okay, so all right, then we will take our own iterations that we have FMK. Then that's perfectly fine by me. So, seeing as people are on the phones trying to figure out who the hell some of these people are, I will start it. I'm gonna probably kill Laura Vandervoort. Not that she's a bad person or anything else like that. She just played Supergirl, and she can die. It's not like I have a problem with Supergirl. Just it's the way it's gonna go. All right, so moving on, we also have Wonder Woman, which was Gal Gadot, and I'm just gonna fuck her, get that over with.
Wait, what's her name?
Gal Gadot. Or
It's a weird spelling name.
GAL.
Gadot. And then I'm gonna marry Alicia Silverstone. So, gonna be rich and happy.
So I'm gonna fuck Alicia Silverstone.
All right. Well, we're just going there first then.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of her. I'm gonna kill the Supergirl.
Laura Vanderbilt. Yep.
Yep. And I'm not gonna go Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. I'm gonna go with the previous one.
Mm.
Mainly because from the Wonder Woman I've always seen, she fills out more of that figure than the Gal Gadot. Don't get me wrong, Gal Gadot has a nice body, but she's not the voluptuous woman that Wonder Woman is.
That's true.
The other woman filled it out better.
Linda Carter, I believe it
Yes,
is.
she had the more voluptuous style to her.
All right, so you're marrying Linda Carter. Got it.
So Alicia Silverstone's getting killed.
Oh, you're killing her?
She looks like she has Down syndrome from all the pictures I've seen of her.
Oh my
Go
god!
back, the new
Wow.
ones,
I
go
don't- I
back.
don't want to contaminate the gene pool.
Wow.
She looks like she got hit in the head with a shovel at a young age.
Shit.
No offense, but
You never seen Married with Children?
I don't think she looks.
Oh no, Married with
like-
Children was Christina Applegate.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think
So-
she just looks like she's on a lot of drugs.
she looks like she's on drugs and got hit by a shovel, and then the shovel came back and hit her again.
All right, so you're killing her. Got it.
Gal Gadot, she's pretty freaking hot. Definitely, which one is she? Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
But of course, because of my previous problem, I could only fuck her,
Okay.
which leaves Laura Vanderbilt, who's the hottest of the three, and you said she was a good person earlier, and she doesn't look she got hit in the head with a shovel.
Mm.
Alright, I want to go next.
Well, yeah, you're
The
last.
last
Well, I'm not done.
I know.
Well, I'm not done.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is she a good person?
Why is she a good person?
Do you have a reason?
It's just what I heard.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah.
I heard Ronda Rousey has as much sex as she can before a fight because it builds up testosterone levels.
That
she
I also
doesn't.
heard.
Well, it's not. She doesn't have sex. She masturbates.
Can I have the? Never mind.
Could she be Wonder Woman?
She is my Wonder
Well,
Woman.
she's going to be Captain Marvel from Possibility that I heard.
Yeah.
I think everybody wants to be with her, guy and girl.
Alright, before we start talking about Ronda Rousey, can I talk?
We're not.
Yes.
I'm done.
Okay.
Done.
Mic drop.
Okay, I'm totally gonna marry Gal Gadot because she's definitely my type.
Mm.
I'm gonna fuck Alicia Silverstone.
Mm.
Even with her Down syndrome
And-
face. You gonna look her in their Down
And
syndrome
I'm
face?
going to kill
Laura Vanderbilt.
Laura Vanderbilt because she looks like a total bitch.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to deal with crazy after I fucked her.
Ah. Okay.
So yeah.
So no one agrees on anything. Fantastic. That was the whole purpose of these back in the day, 1,000 episodes ago, when they weren't even supposed to be a staple. So
Well,
we've made progress. It took 30 episodes.
for the next FMK, I will cater to my honey's whims and have better, different DC figures.
Thank you.
Well, I think we need to stop doing superheroes. It's only been 2 weeks. We've had 4 of them, technically. So, let me go back to it, but let's do something weird next week. There's actually something more fucked up and more relevant.
What's that?
Is every presidential election, they have all the major candidates on SNL.
That's true.
Trump's going on at 17th.
Whoever wins with their persona becomes a full-time cast member. So there's people out there voting because they like an SNL character for the President of the United States of America.
Oh my god.
Trump's going to be hosting it.
So if they really like the Donald Trump one, there's going to be people voting for Donald Trump because they liked his character on SNL.
Oh, that sucks.
That's something
Terrible.
major that we need to talk about.
Even if it's just making fun of Donald Trump and how...
Even if it's making fun of him and totally just badgering him,
Alright,
people will vote for him because of SNL.
that's fucked up.
That has made the presidency American Idol. Even though more people vote for American Idol than people vote for the president.
That's true.
So that's
So-
something fucked up we can talk about.
That is fucked up, and we are talking about it.
So you want to hear something even more fucked up? Let's talk about American Horror Story.
American Horror Story.
Let's talk about the first episode of American Horror Story Hotel.
Oh, I have not seen it. I'm
haven't seen it
actually on season 2, like midway.
So
I'm
you're
sorry.
in an asylum where half the shit goes away.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
There's
yeah,
too much shit happening in an asylum. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
it is so fucking confusing.
I agree with John. There's a lot of instead of choosing one theme, they went with like 7 different themes for.
It's like, okay, let's have a serial killer and aliens. Now let's put that into an asylum where all these crazy people are.
With a Nazi doctor.
With the Nazi doctor who's making rat mutant people.
And
let's throw Satan in the mix.
Yep, and Satan.
Oh, and a serial killer that makes lamps from people.
Already went there.
Oh.
Serial killer and the aliens were like the first episode. It all happens in the first fucking episode.
The first fucking episode, everything happened at once, and I'm like, what did I just watch?
Well, that's what happens in everything.
That's every season, though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's kind of like a starving artist from Dog Fashion.
yeah, exactly.
That song's, what the fuck is going on? It's like
Yeah.
the 8th genre change in this one song.
So I've seen the first 3 seasons. I haven't seen Freak Show.
I've seen them all, except for the new episode of Hotel. Flash is on tonight.
Yay.
Yep, I also heard Flash is having Superman on it.
But the disturbing part of the Freak Show thing
Freak Show.
was an article I was reading about people complaining about a brutal rape scene. Now, also reading into this article, they did mention that months ago before this premiere, the creator of the show said there's going to be a brutal rape scene in the first episode.
This is the same guy that does Glee.
Yeah. He outright admitted, there's going to be a brutal rape scene. Expect this brutal rape scene.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, this guy checks into the hotel where all the weird shit's happening. He's a heroin addict. He, shoots up. He starts lying there. Then this weird being that you find out is going to be called the addiction demon. Basically, he punishes those who has some type of addiction of something of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great name.
Mm-hmm. And if you ever remember the episode of Metalocalypse where they had to evaluate the employees over who was embezzling all the money from the company. Turns out it was them. Spoiler alert, but then again, this episode came out almost 10 years ago, so fuck you. William Murderface bought a codpiece. This diamond cone, about 8-9-inch codpiece. And that's what the demon is wearing on itself as it rapes this man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I will say, it's like a 6-7 minute long rape scene. And you're just watching this guy just get plowed for the whole of it. Different angles, that's deep in there.
Wow.
Sarah Paulson's character is sitting there watching it as it happens. If you scream, he's just going to do it more. He likes that. It's okay.
Wow.
Yeah, but, people are on the internet complaining, because that's what people do online. Saying, oh, that was the worst scene ever, blah, 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 they shouldn't have had that. And I'm reading this, I'm like, it's American Horror Story. Not American Parental Guidance Story. This is what they do. There's a rape in every fucking episode.
They had a rape on the
season.
Shield.
Yeah, there's a rape in every season. Somebody's getting raped. The woman got raped in the first season. The mom gave birth to the demon kid.
Yep.
The second season in Asylum, there was that one guy who just kept... The old man raped the girl who was a sex addict.
Yep.
Yeah.
Third season in Coven...
Oh, the third season, it was the first episode.
The first episode, Emma Roberts was getting fucked by the football team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got the rape in the football team. Freak Show, which you haven't seen. Was there a rape in that?
Yeah, I think
There usually is. God. Alright,
I'm pretty sure there was.
Yeah.
This is way more rape than I want to talk about.
Yeah.
But, it happens. That's what they do. And then people complain oh, it's nothing but shock horror now. They don't have anything going on. They're just doing horror for horror. It's well, that's what American Horror Story's been doing. It's mostly shock horror.
It is a well-written show.
It is. And, people are complaining that, oh, there's no plot in the first
Think about
episode.
it. How long is a normal horror movie? 2 hours, 3 hours
Yeah.
at best?
Yeah.
This is basically, if it's 13 episodes, a
Horror
10-hour horror movie.
Yeah. But, people complain oh, there's no plot line, there's no nothing. How am I going to follow this? Well, it's like, you've seen American Horror Story before, right? Because that's every first episode. It just gives you all the questions.
That's true.
It gives you everything you want to ask, not just, there's nothing. There's a killer, and there's a hotel, and the detective's son is missing, and the killer's killing people, and there's things in this hotel, and that person died 10 years ago, but they're walking around like it's okay. Oh, what happened? There's a drag queen at the counter. But it's just, what's going... It's there's nothing here. It's well, that's every fucking episode. That's every first episode of American Horror Story.
Yeah.
So, I think this is a pretty good episode. I think we can call it quits here.
All right.
All right.
So,
Already?
do we have any closing comments there?
I just want to say the next episode will be 85% less rapey.
Yeah, thank
I'm with
God.
it.
Can't guarantee that.
For my comment, I would like to say that we are doing our second board game, which will be Acquire, and we'll have that up there soon, I'm assuming. Well, we're doing it on Saturday, so it's 5 days from now. So by the time you see this, you might already have seen the video.
And masturbated to it.
Well, you know, I'm going to be on it, so
Perfect
why would you ever
reasoning.
want to masturbate? So anyway, and Ginger, looking at you.
Yeah? Alright, I'm good.
You good?
Let's promise to bring in more rate for next time.
So this was the MercGoat Conspiracy, the only podcast that starts and ends with terrible improvised drum rolls.
And scene.